Hello guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how to make this medieval house. This tiny little medieval house that happens to fit in one chunk. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. So you start out with stairs this time round, but it is the usual pattern. So if you've seen the desert house or the modern house, you can see that there's 3 spaces in between these stairs. All of these stairs have 3 spaces in between them. And they're going to be the pillars that make out the sort of structural foundation for the house. Now have a look at what way I'm placing them on, because that is going to be important later on. We're going to make them sort of ornamental pillars, if that makes sense, or beams in the house. So we're placing basically 9 by 9 of these stairs, sorry, 3 by 3. And then the two that we started with as well, and that's the sort of extent of the house. And when you're done, it's supposed to look roughly like that. And then you need to raise all these pillars up to 4, so you need to add 3 to the existing ones here. And the way to do it is to put 2 stairs on top, replace the middle one, and then put an upside down stair like that. So you get that sort of jagged shape, almost like a totem pole or something like that. Now for the back pillars, the back 6 pillars, you're going to raise them another 4, and you do it like that. Now I do make an error here and raise all of them, so I remove them quickly again. And let's get on with the walls, guys. So we're going to have white concrete powder. Now building with concrete powder is, like any gravity block, a bit of a hassle. You saw that I placed a slab there, and that's to prevent it from dropping down. And obviously some trapdoors there, just to round off the windows section. And I'm making another mistake here actually. That section there is supposed to be a door in this house, and the section I'm making now is supposed to be a window. But I correct that later, so don't worry about it. The door section is an upside down stair on the 3rd block, like that, and then a bit of concrete on top. And that's the varying sections here, so let's quickly build them up, like that. And let's get on with a little bit of ornamentation here. We can put some oak logs here with buttons on them. It's a classical trick to create some interest. Now as you see, they have stairs behind them, and what you can do is you can replace them with beams actually going across. Yeah, let's deal with the upstairs. It's the same story actually. So let's quickly put in place all of the things. Now the top ornamentations here I can't actually keep later on in the video, but you can put one right above the top window if you like that. That looks pretty cool. So let's have a look at the main roof of the 2 tall building. So it's a stair, and then it's an upside down stair, a block on top of that, then a stair on top of that, and an upside down stair connecting like that, and finally a stair, and then an upside down stair for the nook, like that. So let's do that as well on the other side. Stair, upside down stair, block on top, normal stair, upside down stair, stair on top. And that's the shape. Now you put a slab on top of the upside down stair at the nook, and then you rebuild the whole thing, because I built it 1 block too far out. And there we have the first roof. The second roof is for the little outcropping here, the 5 by 5 outcropping, and you basically place a stair like that, leave the corner stair alone, or the corner block alone, and then go around. And then on this level here we place upside down stairs on the inside, and then place stairs on top of them like that. And the same again one last time. Now the final roof to consider here is the rest here. And we're going to make a nice rounded little roof. So the way to do it is to place a stair, not like that, no. Yes, like that. So place a stair, upside down stair, same on the other side, stair and upside down stair. Then place a slab on top of that stair. There we go. And same there. And then slab out, and then slab up and slab up. And there you have the final shape of that. Now building this out, we get a little bit of a gap here, and what we want to do is we want to basically round off the roof here by placing some stairs like so and like so. So there we have it, all done. Now we're going to come back to the roof a little bit later because we're going to have some chimneys coming up into it as well. But I do believe it's time to go indoors and start clearing out the floor and putting in a spruce floor here. Now I realize the window mistake and the door mistake, so that's fixed. And that little nook over there is going to be our storage. We put in the top roof as well, or the top ceiling, or the top floor, if you will. Now we need a way to get up there, and I've faffed around a little bit here because you can do it in various ways. But the solution I go for in the end is to have a pillar going down where the torch is there, you see, and then have a ladder on that and go up as if it was a proper loft or a barn or something like that. And I think that's the coolest solution, to be honest. There we go. Place a beam there, chuck some ladders on it, and call it done. Up here we're going to have our bedroom. As you can see, I've missed the trapdoors and stuff like that. I do fix that later on. But yeah, that's what that looks like at the moment. Pardon me for being inside the blocks, guys. I don't mean to. So the important thing is here, you have a gap here, and the only thing I can think of doing with that is to cover it up with spruce. It's hardly noticeable, to be honest, and I like the way you go up so much that it's worth it. So let's build ourselves a fireplace here. In between the kitchen part and the storage room parts. This is going to be a quite cool fireplace actually, because it's also functional in that it has plenty of furnaces in it that are easily accessible for your survival needs. But let's start with 3x2 of cobblestone, and then go down one block and place a torch and then a magma block on top, and that's going to symbolize the fire. Because, you know, I don't know that you don't have fire tick off or on, so let's just be careful with the fire, guys. Magma blocks can't catch fire. So place another layer of cobble and then some stairs. Going around like that. And then if we go inside again. What we can do is we can place an upside down stair there, and from there is just a matter of pulling the chimney up through the roof, like I said before, and that's the basic shape done. Now you can also you need to remove those and place normal cobblestone there, and then you can place your white concrete powder up so that we have a proper wall again. What you can do now, and which is what makes this furnace special, is that you can place furnaces like that, and that just gives you access to 4 furnaces, and it also looks like a furnace. Now you can also keep going with the ornamentation. This is like the basic thing, but you might want to have like a shelf here, so upside down stair, and a slab in the middle, and you can put a little pot on it or something like that. I think I even do that in a second here. Oops. There we go, a little pot with a flower. So a little basic medieval kitchen, some storage, and also a little bookcase. That's not the word, cupboard. That's what I'm looking for. So let's make another fireplace. The interesting thing about this one is that it's floating. So on the underside there, I don't know, it's not that easy to see, but on the underside there is a couple of upside down stairs to sort of round it off. Now you can actually pull it all the way down to the ground if you want to, if you feel that that makes it look better, and it might, to be honest. So then we do the classical crazy chimneys, the fantasy chimneys, where you have walls on top, just to make it look like a, yeah, I want to call it a fantasy chimney, basically. You can of course have a more sensible chimney on your own house if you want to. And we do the same with that chimney, and I think we're sort of kind of done here with the basics of this house. Now, as you can see on the finished version, I've done a bit more on the outside. I've got a bit more detail in the chimney there, which is nice. And we have all the hatches and trapdoors in place. And of course a front yard with a nice well and some bits and pieces like that. But that's all really down to you what you want to do with it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.